Hello again, it's me. And before I go over the new spawn, I want to make things very clear, and that's if you've come from a different video that spoke about how good this monster is, and it said that she's not even good, then I want you to completely disregard whatever that person said, because that is completely untrue, and they probably just yapped about it for like 30 minutes plus. For whatever reason, I guess she's somehow dog shit, and you only come to that conclusion if you didn't actually read what the fuck she did. And we only offer actual advice in this channel, and same in the community Discord server, link in the description. And I don't want whoever watches this video, yes, you, the viewer, I don't want you to be misinformed, because that is completely disingenuous to just spread misinformation just because you can. It's very bad, and it just ruins the experience for the average player, because then they won't be able to know how to get better, how to improve, or they won't be able to ask other players, because those other players may also have been misguided because someone just keeps spreading misinformation for no reason instead of actually doing research. And with that out of the way, let's go over what she does. So MILA is going to be our second dark monster who has a green crest. And the first green crest monster is actually collab locked. So she would be the first non-collab locked green crest monster. And the other monster that does have the green crest is Shadow and Alpha from the Unison Shadow, right at the end of the 44 cost meta. And they introduced 3 auras inside of one monster. We usually get 2 team auras, like something like Team Rage or Team Serenity or Team Blessing and Team Kaijin, but they actually introduced Team Rage and Serenity plus Team Kaijin, so 3 auras in one, and they actually were very useful. However, you can't get them anymore because getting the licenses back for the collabs can be very hard to do. So MILA does fill that gap for that green Dark Crest, which is going to be very useful for hard PvE content, and can also be usable in high level PvP. So she does hit 20 times randomly, 10 times magic damage and 10 times physical damage. She does have a stun, which can be useful. If the stun was replaced for something like elevation or like a special, like a different buff, something like vital strike or even absolute, this would actually make her a lot better. But the stun is good because it does work on some bosses, and it also works on some quests depending how high their stun resistance is. As long as you get that one stun off, then you should be fine, because they made the change so that every time you land a stun, their stun resistance or their stun tolerance goes higher. So you would have to run a passive that increases your success value to make the stun have a higher chance of landing. And you would also have to reduce their status armor resistance. And then she also does recover 15 cost per when using an ability, which is very nice. Team Overcast is absolutely great because Overcast is almost a cheat code, but it's very good in any scenario really. It's good in PvE, like in PvE, high level PvP. It's just great. You also have Self Ambush, which is going to be the first dark monster that also gives ambush. So she's already breaking a lot of records. She's already very good. Like, amazing. And then for her 2-pot Team Rage, honestly, it could have been worse. Team Rage is very generic because a lot of dark monsters do have Team Rage. Some notable ones can be like Avery, Hera, just to name a few. So even if she has Team Rage, it does complement your ambush nicely, because on top of the ambush and the rage, if you do get her second potential, you're getting the team, you're not getting the team, sorry. You're getting the Emerald King's Crest, which is the highest damaging crest currently in the game, while the second highest damaging one would be the red one, which is like the middle ground, and then the lowest one, or like the not as useful one, would be the blue one. The blue one, compared to the green one, the damage difference is absolutely insane. So you can take that as you will. because the green crest is absolutely very useful in any scenario as long as no one else steals it from you. And honestly, I think she's very good. The issue is that she's in a treasure spawn, and treasure spawns are usually going to be very expensive, and not a lot of free-to-play players can have access to do every treasure spawn that comes with every single new event, which is realistically very impossible with the amount of gems that they give you. So you practically have to save for a long time until you can actually guarantee a monster that you actually want. As for the gear itself, I think this has already been used before. Rush, it's okay. You get 10 cost, you get some life steal, crit chance increase. It's not that crazy, but it does cap that 6 XL, which is okay. And for weapon scaling, XL proc rate for only 3 weapons. That's pretty good. As for the defense gears, it's like the same procs from Dark Valk or the Dark Valk series. Platinum is very mid because you can null damage, but that's about it. The saddest element resistance is like very niche, but the only main selling point is the nullifying magic damage or nullifying physical damage. While other null type gears do have some built-in ability power reduction, or they also have some kind of guard effect maybe, and just having flat nulls are not that useful in the current meta. As for the treasure on itself, you can also have a chance at getting Beowulf, which was seen in the prelude before the JP anniversary a couple months ago, and you can also get Rufina. Rufina is a PvP monster, so I'm not gonna go over her because she's not that special, but she's going to be a booster for the current event. You also have a free 1 time a day Valentine's campaign spawn. It's just the usual free spawn, which can probably give you something good if you're lucky, but most of the time it's going to be garbage. We got a new Valentine's event, which does involve a voting event, kinda. So one thing to note with this kind of event is that you will get rewards from whoever wins. So if MILA wins, we're gonna get 10 drops of Ether, and we're also gonna get 3 nano medals. If Nicolene wins, we're gonna get 10 drops of Ether and also 3 nano medals. The only thing that changes is the badge. So if she wins, we'll get her badge. If she wins, we'll get her badge. But one very important thing to note is that you can complete these quests twice for the gems. So currently there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 difficulties out. And if you switch the side, I already did Carnage 1, so I already got 1 gem. You can switch it to Nicolene's side, and you can get the 1 gem from her quest as well. So you can get a total of 10 gems just from completing the quest for the first time, which is very good. So make sure you do that before the event ends, don't forget. And also we got brand cosmetics. They're pretty cool, I guess. They're pretty nice actually, I won't lie. And yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Just make sure that don't watch any video that spreads misinformation or is from a person that is known to spread misinformation, because you're just not going to progress better in the game. And this game is very reliant on you having a basic reading comprehension. And the person that probably said that MILA is bad for whatever reason doesn't have that level of basic reading comprehension. And they're probably wondering why they got kicked out of every other community server. Not throwing shade to anyone, of course. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe another video in like a week, depending what else comes. But yeah, thanks for watching.